Okay students, today in this video we are going to see how to add or subtract fractions and how to multiply and divide fractions. Okay, so while adding or subtracting, okay, so we are going to see first addition or subtraction of fractions. Okay, so for that there are two types actually. When the denominator is same, so if the denominator is same, the method is different. If the denominator is not same, then the method is different. Okay. So let's see what we have to do if the denominator is same. So when the denominator is same, it becomes very easy. If the denominator is same, if the denominator is same. Okay. So if the denominator is same, now how do we solve this? The first question. Okay. So it's 2 by 3 plus 5 by 3. Now you can see that the denominator is same, right? These 2 and 5 are the numerators and this 3 and 3 on both the fractions is the denominator. So when it is same, you just do what is there in the numerator. So that is 2 plus 5. Write the denominator only once. Okay. So it becomes 7 by 3. So this is your final answer, as 7 by 3 cannot be further divided by any same number. So that is your final answer. Okay. So similarly, next question. 8 by 5 minus 1 by 5. Again the denominator is same, so what you do, you write it once and you do whatever is there in the numerator. So it is 8 minus 1, so it becomes 7 by 5. Again the numerator and the denominator are not divisible by same number, so that is our final answer. Okay. If they are divisible by any same number, then you have to simplify further. Now let's look at the next question. 25 by 4 minus 5 by 4. Now again the denominator is same, so we are going to write it once and we are going to solve only the numerator. 25 minus 5, so it becomes 20 by 4. Now since 20 and 4 both are divisible by same number, we can divide 20 and 4 both by 1. We can divide any number by 1, right? 2 and 4. These 20 and 4, these two numbers are divisible by 1, 2 and 4. Okay, not any other number. 20 is divisible by 4, it is divisible by 5, but we are thinking about number which divides both of them, right? So 20 and 4 both are divisible by only 1, 2 and 4. So we are going to divide both by the greatest number which divides them both. So we are going to divide both of them by 4. If we divide both of them by 4, what will be the answer? We will get 5 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. So you can write this as only 5 also. Okay, 5 by 1 is nothing but 5. You can write 5 by 1, you can write 5 also. So you have to remember this thing, that if your answer like this 20 by 4, if the answer you are getting is further divisible by any same number, then you have to divide them. Last question of this type and then we will move on to the next one. Okay. So now it's 3 by 5 plus 7 by 5. Again the denominator same, so we are going to simplify the numerators only. So 3 plus 7, this time it is 10 by 5. Again 10 and 5 both are divisible by 5, so I am going to divide them by 5 and we will get the answer 2 by 1. This is our final answer. You can write this as only 2 also, because dividing by 1 does not make any difference, right? So this is how we solve when the denominators are same. Now what to do if the denominators are not same? If the denominators are different, then there are two methods by which we can solve. Okay, when denominators are different, let's see how we can solve that. Okay, so two methods. I am going to tell you both the methods. The first one, okay, we are going to solve the first question now. 3 by 5 plus 21 by 10. Now there are two methods, as I told you. First one is cross multiplication method. Okay, you can just do the cross multiplication. cross multiplication. So first thing which is very important while doing this method is you have to first multiply these two numbers 3 and 10. Okay, numerator of the first and denominator of the second. You have to do this only first. Okay, so 3 times of 10 is 30. Then you have to give the sign whatever the sign is in the middle, and then after that you have to multiply these two numbers, that is numerator of the second and denominator of the first. So 21 times of 5 it becomes 105, and then you have to divide by the product of the denominators, that is you have to multiply this 5 and 10 in the denominator. So 5 times of 10 it becomes 50. I hope you have understood this. Let's see another method, another question for this step. You first multiply these two numbers, so it becomes 8 times of 3 is 24, then you write whatever the sign is there in the middle. Then you multiply these two numbers, that is 5 times of 2 is 10, and in the denominator you multiply this 5 and 3, it becomes 50. Okay. So now the solving the first question, continuing with it. So what will we get? 105 plus 30 will be 135 divided by 50. Now see, this is not our final answer as these numbers are divisible further. So I am going to divide them both of these numbers by 50. So I am dividing both of these numbers by 50 by 5. Sorry. So when I divide by 5, what will I get in the denominator? It will be 10, and what will I get in the numerator? 27. Now 27 and 10 are not divisible further by any same number. So that means this is our final answer, students. Okay. Similarly, let's solve the second question now, which we were doing 8 by 5 plus 2 by 3. We are doing cross multiplication. 8 times of 3 is 24. Then we are added whatever the sign was there in the middle. We have given that sign. Then 5 times of 2 we do it the second time. Then in the denominator we did 5 times of 3, that is 50. Now this is getting 34 by 15, and these two numbers are not divisible by any same number. So students, this is our final answer. Okay, I hope you are understanding. We are going to solve this first question again by different method. 3 by 5 plus 21 by 10. Okay, we are going to do it by different method. 3 by 5 plus 21 by 10. Now this time we are going to do a different method. The method is LCM method. So what you do in this method is, if the denominator is not same, then what you do, you find the LCM of the denominator. Okay, so we find LCM of the numbers 5 and 10. So we are going to find the LCM of 5 and 10. For that, what we have to do? Very simple method I am going to tell you. You just write the table of both of them, just the few numbers. Okay. Now after I have written few numbers of both the tables, I can see that there are few numbers which are there in both the tables. 30, 20, 10. What is the number which is the first one which is common in both? That is 10, right? So this is the least, that means the smallest common multiple. So what is LCM actually? LCM is least common multiple, means it is that number which comes in the table of both the numbers first. Okay, it comes first in the table of both the numbers. So what we have to do now, we know that the LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. So we are going to make the denominator 10 for both the denominators, for both the fractions. What we have to do, we have to make the denominator 10. Okay, but it's already 10 in the second fraction, so we don't have to do anything with it. In the first fraction only, I will have to multiply the denominator by 2 to make it 10. Then at the same time, I will have to multiply the numerator also by 2. So then it becomes 6 by 10 plus 21 by 10. Now students, you can see that this is of the first type only. The denominator is same. So it becomes very easy now to solve. You just keep the denominator as it is and just Solve the numerator. 6 plus 21. It is 27 by 10. See students, by earlier method also our answer was same. You can just check it. See, it was also 27 by 10. And by cross multiplication method, but in this method you had to divide it again. Our answer was 135 by 50. Then we had to divide both of them by the same number 5 and then we got the answer. But if you solve by LCM method, then you don't have to do this step. Your answer will always be in the simplest form only, most of the time. Okay. So we are going to do examples by this method. This method becomes very easy when you have big numbers. At that time, LCM method is going to help you. Okay. So we are going to follow this method only. I hope you are understanding. One last question of this type. Okay. So, 31 by 15 minus 12 by 40. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to write the table of both two numbers. Okay. So I hope you know the table of 15. See, I already get the same number. So this is the first common number which is there in both the tables, right? Sometimes it may happen that there will not be any common number even if you write 10 numbers of both the tables. So you will have to continue. Okay? And I will again in the next video I will tell you, is there any other method by which you can find the LCM without writing the tables? There is another method. I will tell you in the next video. Okay. So now we have got the LCM, that is the least common number, least common multiple of 15 and 40. That means this is a number which is the smallest number, 120 is the smallest number which comes in the table of both of them. So what we have to do now, we have to make the denominator 120. LCM of 15 and 40 is 120. So what we are going to do, we are going to make the denominator 120 for both of the fractions. Now for the first fraction, it was 15 times of 10. It was the 10th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, did I? No, not 10. 8. 8th number. Okay, so this is the 9 and this was the 10th. Okay. So it was the 8th number. So I am going to multiply 15 by 8. Similarly, I have to multiply the numerator also by 8. And for 120, I have to multiply by 3. It was the third number in the table of 40, right? So I have to multiply the denominator by 3. So I have to multiply the numerator also by 3. Now 31 times of 8, I am multiplying 31 and 8. It becomes 248. 15 times of 8 is 120 minus 12 times of 3 is 36 divided by 120. Now I am going to subtract 2. Now see the denominator is same. So it becomes very easy, right? 248 minus 36. So I am subtracting 248 minus 36. I am getting the answer 212 by 120. But see now again we have to simplify this further. This is not our final answer, students, because these numbers are again divisible by same number 2. You can divide by bigger number also. If you remember that we can divide both of them by 4, you can divide by 4 also. But if you don't get that, you can divide by 2, no problem. Okay. So when I divide both of these numbers by 2, what will be my answer? It will be 106 in the numerator and 60 in the denominator. But now you see again we can divide both of these by same number 2. So I am again dividing. So I will get 53 in the numerator and 30 in the denominator. Now these two numbers are not divisible further by same number. So this is our final answer. Okay, I hope you have understood the question. If you have any doubt, feel free to go to the comment box and ask me. If you want to understand any different type of question, you can again go to the comment box and tell. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, take care. See you in the next video. Bye bye.